Hey there, Buddy here from Christers Media, and today I want to answer the most frequently asked question I get as a digital marketer. How do I get my website on the first page of Google? Now, the first thing you should realize about Google is that Google is not the internet. Okay, just because your website does not show up on Google doesn't mean that it's not on the internet. Your website can be published live on the internet without actually being displayed in Google's search results for any particular keyword. All right, so the way Google and other search engines actually display websites is this. Google has automated computer systems that work around the clock and randomly visit websites all over the internet. They take snapshots of each page and they file them away in a massive database. As part of taking a snapshot of each web page, Google's system reads every word and other content on a web page in order to determine the specific subject of that page. Now, Google uses all this data to determine which web pages to show and in what order for a particular keyword search. In other words, Google's computer algorithms dynamically determine which web page on the internet is the most relevant for a specific keyword or key phrase, and they display that first. Then it displays the second most relevant page, and so on. And the resulting list of web pages is known as a search engine results page, or SERP, S-E-R-P. A SERP can be made up of several sections. Now, the top section usually consists of 3 or 4 paid text ads that relate to the keyword used to conduct the search. If Google thinks the user is looking for a local business nearby, it will add a section below the paid ads called the local map pack. The main section in the middle consists of organic, non-paid listings of web pages that are relevant to the keyword used to conduct the search. So, big question, how do I get my website on Google? Well, first you need to make sure your website has been indexed by Google. To find out if it is, type site:/yourdomain.com into the Google search box, replacing yourdomain.com with your actual domain name. Now, if you see a listing of your website's pages, then Google has already indexed your site and will continue to visit it occasionally to check for updates. If your website's not listed, submit it at google.com/add-URL. It might take a week or two for Google to visit and index your website. Now, secondly, remember, Google is only going to display web pages that are relevant to keywords being searched. The first step to make sure your web page's text is related to the keyword in question. Okay, if it's not, chances are Google won't show it. Third, just because your website doesn't show up on the first page of Google doesn't mean that it isn't showing up on Google at all. Go to the bottom, scroll or click next, page 2, check out page 2, 3, 4, 5. It may be somewhere between page 2 or 82, who knows? Okay, so you've got your website on Google, but it's on page 41. How do I get it on page 1? Well, that's the million-dollar question. An entire industry has been built to answer this question, and millions of dollars are being spent each year to accomplish this. So, my first question for you is, how much money do you have? Okay, I'm kidding. But seriously, the good news is that you can pay to be on the first page of Google, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Paid ads are the quickest and easiest way to get on page 1 of Google for any particular keyword. So you can pay for an advertisement. You sign up with Google, you choose the keywords you want to target, and then you bid, yes, like an auction, on how much you want to pay every time your ad is clicked on. This is why they're called pay-per-click ads. The higher you bid per click, the higher your ad will appear on the top of the page, generally speaking. Now, you can also set a daily budget so that when your budget is met, Google won't show your ad anymore on that day. It won't be clicked on and you won't be charged. For most industries, this is a cheap and easy way to show up on Google's first page. Now, be careful with Google AdWords. They make it very easy to sign up and start showing ads on their platform. Bing has a very similar platform as well. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can waste a lot of money with Google AdWords or Bing ads. Considering the fact that I happen to be a professional who is certified by Google in AdWords, campaign management, creation, and optimization, I suggest you leave it up to a pro to create and manage your Google AdWords campaigns. Yes, I'm a little biased, but if that professional or agency you hire knows what they're doing, they will more than pay for themselves when it comes to return on investment. So let's take an example. If your pro or agency that you hire charges a fee of $1,500 a month to manage your AdWords campaigns, and they're doing things right, you should get more than a $1,500 a month benefit from having hired them. There are literally hundreds of different settings and features that you can add or tweak for any one AdWords campaign. If you don't get them all correct, you could waste or lose out on a lot of money each month. Hire a pro with proven results if you have the budget. If you don't have the budget to hire a pro to manage your AdWords campaigns, I recommend staying away from paid search advertising. Okay, getting on Google organically. The other way to get on page 1 of Google and other search engines is the organic or the natural method. These are the main results that show up below the ads or local map section on search engine results pages. So these results cannot be achieved by paying money to Google. They're achieved with careful and long-term manipulation of many factors that Google uses when ranking relevancy. For example, quality and length of your page content. Your website's pages should be full of unique and useful information that will benefit your ideal customer or client. The longer, the better, as long as it is high quality content. So quality and number of inbound links. If other sites are linking to yours, especially big important sites that have content relating to yours, then Google will rank your site higher. It's third-party validation, right? Mobile friendly. Are your website pages mobile friendly? Your site should be optimized for mobile devices and easy to navigate, so users on any device can find what they need fast. Page speed. Your web pages should load fast on all devices. Slow loading web pages could negatively affect your ranking on Google. Keywords in page content. Obviously, if the keywords you are targeting actually appear on your site in the text and titles of your pages, you will rank better for those keywords. Authority of domain name. So the longer you've owned the domain name, the better. Also include keywords in your domain name if you can. Secure pages. Your web pages should load via HTTPS, so they are secure. Google and regular humans like to see secure pages, even if you're not processing credit cards or obtaining personal information. URL structure. Pretty URLs are better, like christersmedia.com/blog. Much better than christersmedia.com/index.php ? ID = 54. If the page URLs are human readable, that's a good thing. Now there's more factors we won't get into, but additionally, just because you rank well for one keyword or key phrase does not mean you will rank well for a similar keyword or phrase. Remember, Google is constantly updating their ranking algorithms, so today's rankings may not equal tomorrow's rankings. Expect to see your site to move up and down the rankings on a daily or weekly basis. It may even drop from the rankings altogether. This is why SEO should always be ongoing. I hope that answers some of your questions about how to get your website on the first page of Google. If you need more information, feel free to reach out to us at christersmedia.com.